Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be showing how to use a draping method to make a full cowl dress. Okay, so there are many videos on slash and spread, but this video is going to be showing how to make using the draping method. So let's go straight into the video. So guys, I'm using an hairstay for this, and the reason why I'm using the hairstay is because when I'll be taking it out, it's going to be very easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to be pinning it. I'm using a mannequin. Okay, so if you have a dress form, you're in a very good advantage, but if you don't have a dress form, let's use the mannequin. I decided to use my mannequin, not my dress form, so I can show to you that you can also use your mannequin to drape. So the first thing we're going to do is just wrap the hairstay around the mannequin. Okay, very neat and well pinned, so it will help you to pin on them. So guys, the next thing we're going to do is we're working with the fabric. So I'm working with this satin fabric. So when you're working with the fabric, make sure you're using the pointed part of your fabric. Now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to be coming down in a triangular form. We're going to be coming down this much because I'll be using like 22 inches, because the neck depth I want to use is 8 inches, so I'll be going down as much as 22 inches. So the upper part, that this triangle you're seeing here, is going to be forming the facing of the cowl dress. Okay, so this is 22. I'm just going to be marking my 22. So if you want to use less than, you can reduce maybe about 18 if your neck depth is like 6, but my neck depth is about 8, so I'm using like 22. I'm marking at the point of 22 inches. Okay, so guys, the next thing we're going to be doing, we're going to be taking this straight to the mannequin. This line I've marked is going to serve as a guideline, so let's see what we'll do with it. So the next thing we're going to be doing is coming to the mannequin. I'm just going to mark out where my neck depth to be, and that is my 8 inches, so I'm just going to be marking there as my neck depth. So the next thing we'll do is to pick up the fabric, you know, that line that we marked. I'm just going to make sure that the middle of the line, I'm going to be placing it at my neck depth area. Okay, so I'm just going to be pinning it there. So I'm going to make sure that I'm working on that straight line that I've marked. Make sure I have the straight line. Okay, then the first thing to do is place your finger at that point. Then the next one will take you directly to your neck width. So you have to know the neck width you want to work with. So I've already marked out the neck width I'm working with, so I'm just going to pin in it there. So I'll be repeating the same thing for the other side. So make sure you know your neck width, which is very important. Okay, so I'm just going to be pinning it on the other side. So the first step of the cowl dress is started. Guys, cowl, I think draping to me is much easier than the slash and spread. I think it's faster to me. Like I said, if you're using a dress form, you have the best thing to work with. Okay, so the next step now is that I'm going to be picking, and when you're working with it, you see that the fabric is actually talking to you. So the next thing you do is to pick that other folded part of the fabric, and if you want more fullness, you just increase it at that point. Okay, like if you want more depth. So another thing I'm doing is that I'm going to be noting the pleats inches I want to work with. Like I want to work with about 1 inch distance, so I'll make sure that my pleat is about 1 inch. Okay, the next step, so you do this for the other side too. Make sure your pleat distance are equal, okay, on the left and the right. Then the next thing again is to pick the next line. So you see this thing, they just keep talking to you and you just keep following it. It's as simple as ABC. Okay, so I will just keep pleating over and over and over like that, okay, till I've gotten the desired length that I want, or steps that I want. So it depends on how much step you want, so you just continue that way. Now there's something I want to point out, I didn't say earlier, is that there have to be a center line. Okay, I will show you in the I'll show you later in the video. You have to have a center line running from your middle line. That center line, you have to make sure you do not deviate from your center line, because if you deviate from your center line, you might have your cowl dress moving in the wrong direction. Okay, so always make sure that your center line, you can see my center line there, is not too visible, but that is it. So the next thing I'm doing is to take my measurement. my underbust, my waist, and my length of dress. Like sometimes you might not really need the underbust, okay, but if you want to have a tighter underbust, you can actually take note of it, but really not necessary. So I'm just going to do it on the other side also. Now when you're making your length of dress, please, I advise you add about 2 inches to the length of your dress, okay. You can see that I'm still marking my center line. I do not want my lines moving, so you have to note that center line. Your center line must not shift. You have to have it pinned to your mannequin. So what I'm doing now actually is to take my measurement, and when you're taking this measurement, I'll advise you add like 4 inches if you're working with a mannequin, but if you're working with a dress form, you're good to go, okay. You can add like just your normal 2 inches seam allowance. So here I'm cutting it out, okay. Now just cut it out straight. Remember your shoulder width. Also have your inches for your shoulder, which is very necessary. You can have about 2 inches, which you can always take out at any time when it's too much, okay, just for us to be on a safe side because they're using a mannequin. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do is to um make sure that I'm still maintaining my center line, which is very important, very important, okay. No matter what I do, I'm not going to miss that center line, okay. You can see me trying to adjust it so that it wouldn't shift. I'm trying to make sure that that center line still remains in the middle, okay. That gives me the assurance that my cowl dress is going to remain in the middle. So far guys, what do you think? Do you think draping is easier than the slash and spread? Like me, I think I would love my drape because my drape will give me extra fullness than the slash and spread, and it will give me that I'll be able to determine how much steps I want compared to when you're using a slash and spread. I think the drape will determine how much steps that you want for your cowl, okay, and the fullness. Now the next thing I'm doing is to sew the pleats. Yes, very important. Make sure you're sewing the pleats to keep them in place. So I'm going to do this for the left and the right, guys. So guys, after doing this, I'm looking forward to another tutorial when I'm going to do the slash and the spread of it. So I think, but for me, I still believe that this is much more, gives me much fullness, give me that much steps that I wanted, as much step that I want, which you cannot actually get that much when you're using a slash and spread, okay. So guys, so the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out my interface. I'm going to cut out my interface, okay. Yeah, so guys, this is it. I have actually joined the back. The back is just a normal back. There's nothing extra about the back except you want a different thing going on your back, but just the normal back. So guys, I've joined the back. So the next I'm going to do is just to shape it out, okay. So you can see the back. Yes, I have a middle line running because I do not want to waste my fabric. So I joined it there. So guys, so you can see the interface now. That is that triangular line that we, when we started, that triangular part that we left. So it's now going to be your facing, and you can cut it if you like to give you a different shape. If you want to leave it triangular, fine, but just know that the facing is also a fullness for you. So guys, I think basically this is just it. So what I'll just do is lay it flat now, take out my armhole. If I want a sleeveless, I just do my sleeveless. If I want a sleeve, I just do my sleeve. And I think basically that is all it is. And guys, this thing is beautiful, I must say, okay. So guys, this is the end product. Yeah, looking beautiful. Yeah, very beautiful. You can see the steps. I can count my steps. I'm loving the depth of it, and you can see in the fullness, it doesn't end at the front. You can see we're still bringing out more from the facing. So it depends on what you want to do. If you want to have more fullness, you just push out the facing. So guys, if you watch up to this point, do not forget to subscribe to my page and look forward to more of my videos. And thank you guys for watching. So let me know if you think you like draping method or you would rather prefer to do the slash and the spread. So you can drop your comments. So thank you guys for watching. Do not forget your center line when you are doing that drape. Like, it is very, I will not stop emphasizing, because that can spoil your whole work. So thank you guys for watching. See you again in my next video. Bye.